Hi, it's Jack again in 2016 Roadtrek Simplicity. I've had it about 7 years now and I really like it, but one of the things I don't like about it is this. So I think it's time that we tackle this job and see what we can do to solve the problem. Another problem is down here, why they put this door recessed back, where they could have ran this wall out and the door could have followed the edge of the shower pan, giving you another 4 inches of room in there. Anyway, maybe we can solve that problem too. Well, we'll see what happens. Here goes nothing. We're going to start by taking the doors off. We're getting there. That's the grand dog. Hannah, what you doing? Say hi. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Yeah, that's a good dog. That's the grand dog. Got the grand dog duty. Okay. She's back to supervising now. Okay, the idea of getting this piece fiberglass surround out in one piece is gone. It's not worth the effort, I don't think, to do it. I'm not keeping it anyway, so I'm just going to cut it out. Here goes. Okay, Sink, you're coming out. No matter what. Oh. Helps to unhook the cold water line with a little encouragement. Success, okay. It's glued and it's screwed to that wall. There it is. One more piece down. And I cut all the way around, so I should just be able to pull out in pieces. And I hope the top doesn't come out quite as hard, but I'll tell you what, it's a task, but we'll get it. This is the things that just make it fun. All right. There it is. Woo, another piece. Yay. That's the last piece. I'm going to use this. It's flooring and it's flexible, and Home Depot and Lowe's has it. It's got a fiberglass backing. It's waterproof. I think I can use that in there on the walls. I'm going to try it and see what happens. Well, I got the pesky thing out, and I think it's going to work out really well. I'm going to have to build a little box, I think, to go inside of here. I might be able to use these existing walls though. What I want to do is put that onto the walls, and I think it'll work really well because I can just bring it right up, and then on the top here where you have to wrap it around the ceiling, I'll wrap it up and around, but I'll need a build a box back in there first for it. So far, here's a problem I see, is that pan could have come to the edge. I don't know why they did that. Guess they thought it was important, but I'm going to have to figure out how to get around that corner with what I'm doing. Oh well, just another challenge. But anyway, it's out. All right, this little fancy piece is going to replace the corner down there where there's some water damage, and it's also out of oak, so it's going to be better than this phony wood they had to attach the door hinge to. And it's going to just kind of slip right in here. I also had to add an extra piece of plywood here because the wall that was there when I took the shower out was a little bit too wobbly. So it's just an extra little piece of work. Right. Here's this plate that is part of the shower, the old shower, and I just cut a little 7 by 8 inch plate. It's going to go onto the new wall, and a little PVC angle on here with a hose barb for the recycle. And that's basically how it's going to look right there. A little silicone around the back of that. I think it's going to be pretty neat. It's going to be up for the shower and down to recycle the water into the fresh water tank. Anyway, I think that's going to work out nice on the shower. The back wall here was a little bit wobbly, so I added these little braces, top and bottom, and that's going to make it really strong. The top here had a problem because the cut of the original board that I'm going to lay the material on, the back wall comes to this line right here, and so I had a little gap here in it, so I added a piece in here and just put a backer on the back side of that. So that's how that's on there. I had to do the same on this side because I cut this board to match that one. So if you're ever doing this, just cut this board here a little bit longer so you don't have to add that. And I've got the brackets on this too here to make this one stronger. Even though it's double wall, it was still kind of wobbly, so once I put screws in that, it should be fine. Also had to lengthen the pipes, so I added a couple of this braided tubing, a couple lengths of that to the original pipes there. This is a return that goes back to the tank for the hot water return, going back to the fresh water tank. And I originally used this from the hardware store, but I noticed it says on it that it's only good for 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so I did actually go down and get some hot water type tubing that should work really well, and some PEX connectors to connect them. We got neighbors helping.
Put that up at the top.
That's good, they will actually.
You can always go like this. Okay, that's your critical side, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you good on yours? Yep, right on that line.
Let's see.
And then the grout line.
Okay, so pull, just scoot these guys back.
First grout line. Hey Rick, grab that roller. Let me check the first grout line.
My first grout line looks a little low.
Yeah,
like
mine does too.
just a
And I can
smidgy
saw
low.
that one. Oh, we can't pull it, can we?
I don't think so.
Grab the roller, will you? Yeah, the black roller. The roller.
Okay, go ahead and push down, pull all those out. Okay, so this is going super good.
Yeah.
Let's get those. So we don't want any air bubbles.
So we just start rolling. Start rolling inside out.
But we can do it, Jack. Just we can lay it down.
Okay.
There's a little hole there. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, that's not so kind of easy.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, look, the edges are still right on contour. Yeah, that'll work. Beautiful.
I mean, that bit that it was off was maybe an 8.
Because you know what? I'm not going to lose it always a little bit when I'm out of it. Hey, look, there's a crack in my tile. Oh, this is great. Perfect. On the wall. Looks like tile to me. Actually came out pretty nice. Still got to deal with that corner right there. Well, L bracket on top and bottom of the frame, side frames here. It makes it really strong. Okay, it's all starting to come together. I'll do some trimming on this here. That's going to be fine. Oh, that's about perfect. I actually got kind of lucky because when I pushed this wall out a ½ an inch with the extra piece of plywood in there, I didn't realize that it was going to bring the door closer, but because this other door is on an angle, it makes it perfect. Good calculations on my part. Not really. I have to build a little piece right here for this corner. That way my little magnet can mount to that. So I have a little angle right there on that little support angle. And it's going to work great. I've been experimenting on different things for the corner, how to solve that little gap that I have right there. And with a little aluminum corner box maybe, that this is a prototype and I'll make it a little neater than that if I use it, but that would probably work. But then I was at the dollar store, I found a letter box. It's got the perfect right hand corner. So I think I can cut that and slip it in there and make it work. I'll give it a try. Well, I think that corner is going to work really good. I'll just silicone it right here where it meets the shower pan. And silicone along the edge there. There's no way water is going to escape. Yeah. Well, by moving that door out about 3 inches, we gained that 3 inches up here in the shower rod. It follows this board around the top. It worked out really well. Okay, that flooring's glued to that piece of plywood. It wraps around, and the plywood goes behind the back wall, and this flap hangs over the front of the wall. I don't even think I need to seal that. I think that's going to work fine just like that.